Hi there, it's Connie-Rae. Welcome to stampityourself.com and welcome to my new craft tutorial, which is creating a lovely Easter basket. That time of year, so we need some lovely Easter baskets to put our little gifts in for our children and or friends. This little Easter basket is so easy. Oh, I couldn't believe it. So easy and very user-friendly, and I'll show you how to do it. I have used the Subtles range in the Stampin' Up products. I've used the Subtles designer series paper and the pink pirouette cardstock. So I will show you exactly how to do it. It fits in a lovely 2 sizes like Easter eggs, and I also like to put a little plastic one in with some little, if you want to put a toy or some money in, you can also just pop that in, because I don't like to give all chocolate because we get so much chocolate, it's probably a little bit of overkill, but you can get these at Woolies for a couple of dollars and they come in all the lovely Easter colours. They're really cute. So yeah, feel free to just chuck in some empty ones if you want, but this is safely going to hold a couple. Very easy to do, and I will show you how to do it. You will need a piece of cardstock, and it's going to be measuring at 6 by 6. You will need, some designer series paper. This is using the pink pirouette, and these measure the designer series paper. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares of designer series paper. And they're going to be measuring at 1 7/8 on all 4 sides, so all measuring 1 7/8, and they're going to be going into your squares here, and I'll show you exactly how to do that shortly. So you will need that. You will need 1 piece of long cardstock measuring 5, I would say 5, 5 3/4 in length, and a piece of designer series paper measuring, I've got it at 6 inches in length by 3/4 of an inch in width, and this is also 3/4 of an inch in width, and we're just going to make the handle using that. And what else do we use? Okay, what else we are using is we are using the 1 3/8 circle punch. We are using the 1 1/4 circle punch. We are also using our stamps, our teeny tiny sentiments, and we're using the Happy Easter from our teeny tiny sentiments, and we're also using that's the tag, and I think this is in the the occasions catalogue, and I'm using this little one here that's got a little bit of a decorative line and a little flower, and you can put your sentiment in that word, so I'm using that one on my circles when I punch them. So those are the stamps that we're using. And let me see, I've lost my other stamp now. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Yes. Okay, so those are my stamps. We're using some diamantes, and we're also using, which is a part of the free items that are available at the moment, I'm using the pink, what are we calling that one? The Sweet Sugar Plum Glitter cardstock for our sentiment. And I think that's it. And for the rest of it, we'll make it up as we go along, shall we? Okay, so firstly, whilst we're doing this, we'll make our handle for our basket, and we'll just quickly use just some Tombow glue. It is good to use Tombow glue if you're not steady with your hands, or you need to have a definite alignment or anything like that. So basically I've just used the Tombow glue, and I've put the designer series paper on top of it just to reinforce the handle, to make sure that it stays strong on our basket. And just put that aside while it's drying and evening out. So you can do that first. So we will make that our handle for the basket. Really easy. So whilst that's setting and drying, we will get our, all fingers and thumbs here at the moment. Okay, we'll get our 6 by 6 piece of paper, and we are going to score that at 2 inches on, 2 inches on all 4 sides. Whoop. How many times have you done that? So 2 inches, just scoring 2 inches all the way around. 2 inches and 2 inches. I'm pretty sure that was the 4, but I have previously done it. We also need our corner rounder, which is really useful. So what we're going to do is just round off all the corners on our designer series, on our cardstock. And then we're going to get our 6 pieces of designer series paper, and we are going to corner off 4 pieces. Now these, I have said the measurements, but I will repeat them for you because I know what I'm like. I need to hear it more than once. It's 1 7/8 of an inch in diameter and width. So they're 1 7/8. So just corner off 4 of them. And then you've got 2 for the center. And we're going to stick those down. Now again, I'll use Tombow just because I want to make sure they're in alignment. I suppose pink is pretty hard to see, isn't it? Oh well, I hope you can see it. But any of the supples range for the really cover the Easter, don't they? So for the middle ones, we're going to put these into the square, and we're going to just put the ones that we haven't cornered off into the middle of our our cardstock, just as the middle panel. Make it a bit even. And again on the other side. Make it nice and even. And then on the cornered ones, we're going to put the corner on in sync with the other corner that we've got on the cardstock. These are so easy to do, and they're so pretty, especially when you use our supples range. Like, it's just so soft and lovely to look at. And it's like the baby pink and the baby blue colours and the purples, and I'll be making a few more of these, I'm sure. So for a little baby, these are really sweet too. You can put a little gift voucher or something. Doesn't really matter what you put in it. It's just a basket. You can put whatever you want in it. But in this particular instance, I'm using it for that needs a little bit more glue, hopefully. Okay, there we go. It was probably just a little bit short on glue. Okay, that one's done. I'll just get a wipe and wipe the glue off my fingers now, because I'll get it on my project, and I don't really want to do that. Again, just popping it, marrying up the rounded corners with the rounded corner on the cardstock. And one more. And marrying that up as well in alignment. Okay. So we need to get our bone folder, and just, I probably should have done this before, but I didn't. So we will just quickly dab it down and reinforce our lines, because we are going to cut up those lines. There we go, that will be fine. And we need to have some scissors, and on the 2-inch mark, we're just going to go and cut right up to the base of the score line on all sides. Just 2 snips on each side, up to the base. Oh, sorry, miles out of camera. Okay, up to the base. So we're cutting up to the base so that we're making this little box kind of looking thing. So we're just cutting up the 2 sides. Easy, huh? Pretty easy. Now the next thing you're probably going to want to do is to put your handle on. So I have used a relatively strong and a thick double-sided tape because I want it to stick. I'll just trim that. Oh, trim that on the sides because I don't want it to show. I've got a sore finger because I burnt my finger when I was cooking. Okay, so we're doing the handle. Whoop. Have I done that the right way? No, I haven't. Gosh, I'm a duffer. I need to do it this way. Yep, okay. I'm a silly girl. Okay, I put the tape on the wrong side. So we're going to be putting it on our designer series paper side. Yes, we are. Okay, my bad. And take that down. And just using your grid paper or whatever it is that you use to help make your alignment smoother, it's sort of going in between. You're going to want to just put it halfway in so that it's on your square halfway. And then we're just going to bend that into shape, which is pretty easy to do. And then we're going to put another piece on there like that for the handle. Oh. And another piece of double-sided tape. If you wanted to reinforce it, you can by putting more in. It depends what you're going to put in it. And sort of eyeballing it at halfway, just so it marries up with the opposite side. You really can't go wrong. No one's going to take too much notice of it. And then we're bringing up, now that we've got that part done, that's the handle of our basket, that's the middle of our basket. Now we're going to bring them together to create the corners of our basket. Easy, huh? So we need to have some double-sided tape just to make sure, and I'm putting it about a little bit under the designer series paper so that you can't see it. So when you marry up your corners, you'll see exactly what I'm doing in a moment. You can't see the double-sided tape. So we're sort of going half and half. You can eyeball it a bit if you want. I'll show you. So you're sort of doing half and half. So we're sort of going about there, I think. And that covers up your double-sided tape. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, and the same on the other side. Just so you can't see it. And you do want it to have a little bit of sturdiness, because you know what the kids are like with these things. They're more interested in what's in them rather than what they're made of. And again, we're just lining those up to meet in the middle. There you go. How cute is that? So easy and so pretty. It is really pretty. Oh, that one doesn't look quite done. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so the next thing that I have done is I've taken the 1 3/4 circle punch. Is it 1 3/4 or yes? Couldn't remember then. Is that the biggest one? Yes. Okay. And I have punched out of the glitter paper a little circle to be my backing, and a piece of, did I use white or did I use, yes, I did use white, and a piece of white cardstock, just using the 1 1/4 punch and punching that. So then we want to now do some stamping. So I'm going to, where's my stamps? Oh, there they are. Okay, so for the background, I used the pink pirouette. Did I use it? Yes, I did. I used the pink pirouette to line up the little sentiment lines with this design. Now, I'll just bring it up so you can see it. It's going to be longer than your circle. So basically, you're going to put it into your circle. I'll show you how to do that. Let me just get that out of the way. And that out of the way. And I will bring it up close so that you can see it. There we go. Oh, I've got a funny feeling I've done the wrong thing. No, that's right. Okay, so making sure that that little flower is centered, we're going to push down and make a little. There you go. Oh. See, looks pretty. Okay, and then we're using the smoky slate to stamp the sentiment, because the smoky slate, the black is just a little bit hard. Oh, I should be doing two, but I'm actually doing one, but that's okay. We'll do another one. Happy Easter. And we're going to use some dimensional to pop that up on there. And there we go. Gosh, when you want something to work, it won't work, will it? Seriously. Not to worry. There we go. We're getting there. So there, we're just popping it on that part. And I'm going to do another one because you've got two sides to the basket. White. The white one is 1 1/4, and the pink glitter paper is 1 3/8. Again, just using our stamp with our pink pirouette. Centering a little circle. Don't worry about the lines. And using our grey. Oh, sorry, our smoky slate, I should say. Happy Easter. And some dimensionals. And more dimensionals. There we go. And there we have our Happy Easter on the other side, which is just sort of covering up, I suppose, the mechanics, but you don't have to because it still looks like a basket. So that looks fine like that. And then I have added some diamantes. Where's my Okay, I can't find it, but that's okay. I'm only adding diamante. We probably could have done this before we put it on, but it doesn't matter. So we're just putting a little rhinestone on the bottom. And a rhinestone on the top of each of them. There you go. Rhinestone and a rhinestone. They are pretty, aren't they? Oh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's that and that's that. Now I will zoom you out so you can have a look at what we have created. Ooh, you're getting probably, oh, sorry guys, working with the camera here. Okay, let's just zoom in a bit. There we go. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so that's our little basket. Okay, now the only other thing that I did do, and I do recommend that you do it, is that you just, and I probably should have done it, and I do apologise because I did do it before, is just sponge around the edge of the white cardstock, sorry, the white sentiment. I should have done that before. Let me see if I can rip off one from the old one that I tried and I didn't like. Yeah, I can use this one. Okay, so before I stuck the other one on, I tried the scallop and I tried the I love you, which is fine. But just go around the edges of your white cardstock with your sentiment on it, and just put some colour on it because it makes it blend in and just that little bit nicer. So I'll just go around and do that now, but you really should do that before you stick it on. Silly me, there's a step that I forgot really. And it just gives us this lovely little blended look rather than the hard white look. So as you can see, I'm just adding in a little bit of blending in there on the sides. See, it just takes off that harshness about it. And if you wanted to, you could do that on the sides of the basket as well, so that it sort of like softly blends in with everything. I do like the way that when you blend or you sponge something, it has that sort of like, takes off the harshness of the corners. So basically that's it, people. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I do hope you'll pop back soon. Hopefully I will pop back soon with another tutorial. And you will use this one for Easter or any occasion because it is really cute. And we will just pop in some of our stuffing. Let's have a look at our stuffing. There we go. A little bit of stuffing and a little Easter egg. We'll put some plastic Easter eggs in maybe, shall we? Let's put another pink one in. And then another plastic one there. So there you have it. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I do hope to see you soon with a new tutorial. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Until next time. Ciao for now.